Well, hello. It's thundering outside, lightning, of all things to do. Let's see, I got two calls from my sister. I didn't answer it because I was asleep. I just got up from a nap. Ugh. Let's see a minute. Okay. Hope everybody else's day's going pretty good. Videos, I can read the comment. Now I can read the comment. There you go. I'm ready. I'm set, people. I'm going to take me a stomach acid medicine. I had two Polish sausage and it gave me a little bit of heartburn. But I got something for that. I got a damn garbage bag full of medicine that I went and picked up. And what else? I bought a jacket. What? It's more like a coat than it is a jacket. It's one of them camouflage jobs. And I apologize for being a little late. I was trying to hope the lightning would go away, but it didn't do it. So it's lightning outside. If we get knocked out of power, that'll be the end of it tonight. Oh, God forbid it. Power goes out. My big generator ain't working, so I'll have to go out and start a little one. Probably just go back to bed. We've had all kinds of crazy weather. We've had tornado warning, hail warning, and high wind warning all day. So there you go. Can't win them all. That's what I'm telling you. Who's all here tonight? What was so funny, Chris let me babysit the dog. I went by myself. He didn't go, but later on he had to go to town, and he let me babysit the little pup. He had in 5 minutes he had everybody under the van, and he had Big Boy chased all over the floor because Big Boy had a big bone, and that little dude till he kept working at it till he had that bone. I told Chris tell him to take that bone and put it in his bedroom. That'll give him something to chew on. He's if Chris is on such a high bed, if the bedspread gets off in the floor or whatever, Chewy chews it. I said, we named him right. He chews on everything that comes along. And I said, what it is, he's trying to get up on the bed with you, and it's too high. That's the truth. Hello, Gail. I feel a little better, Gail. I really do. I took a long nap this evening when I got in from 3 to 7. Well, from 3 to 6:30. And it was raining and lightning and wind blowing when I went to bed. And when I woke up, the same damn thing. I'll have to call later on tonight and see my sister. She probably wants me to come over for Thanksgiving. And I don't want to. She ain't going to have it with her kids. She said, well, they don't pay no attention to the pandemic. I said, well, Molly, that ain't good. I said, I isolate myself, you isolate yourself, and we could probably be in the same room, especially 10, 12, 15 foot apart, for a weekend or whatever, because that's what we usually do. We used to hug and everything else, but we don't do that no more. Because of this pandemic, it's changed our lifestyle. Boy, quit looking at me. I don't know what my blood sugar is, but what you're looking at, it ain't sounding good. Never get a service dog that pester the hell out of you. Oh, I went and got new strips today, too. Let's see. I got metformin for my diabetes, gabapentin for my thyropathy in my feet, uh, testosterone shots, 10 of them, one every week, I guess now. And what else did I get? It was 6 medicines. Oh, heart medication, cholesterol medication. Let's see, heart, cholesterol, gabapentin, thyropathy in my feet, and gabapentin, and my sugar diabetes strips. That was it. Are you gonna get some rain tomorrow? That's usually what happens if you're down. If you're east of us, that's what usually happens. Let's see what it is. 133, dog. That ain't too bad. I had 2 Polish sausages for supper, and that was greasy's. Greasy as grease can get. I fried them in a skillet. I knew they was gonna be greasy. And then I had some Fig Newtons. In fact, I still got some Fig Newtons. Oh yeah, that thyropathy is something else. Like you got shocked from the inside. That ain't no lie. Hello, Granny. How's your day going? I hope great. I'm still wanting to go to Arizona like a little spoiled kid. I should have left a week ago. That way I'd have had till the 30th of December, and I still might. Because even if I leave in December, it gives me 25 days out there because you got to come back. You're having a great day. I am too. I'm not going to let things bother me. I didn't answer any of them deals, but I'm going to tell you something. I am going to wait for at least 6 months to see what that shot does to a lot of people, because there's 3 different kinds. And there's probably more in foreign countries since now the virus is getting injected. Of course, it's not getting injected. It's, they got to get the virus out. I mean, the shots out there. But I'm not going to be their guinea pig. Nope, I ain't going to. Yeah, I'm a high risk patient, and I'm going to take my time. Even if I went to Arizona, I'm not going to pile up where a lot of them are going. Now, I might see a few of them, but I'm going to stay 15, 20 foot apart. I can wave. That's what I am. You ain't lying. I did too. I think I said something on it. I can't remember what I said. Something about God, I think. I don't think nobody can make it without God. And my idea, you can worship him any way you choose fit. As far as free will involved. And I think you can call him any name you want to. He's called Jehovah Jireh. I mean, you just name it. Yeah, you can name him anything you want to. Allah. That's just a different tongue of calling him God. Like if you speak an Ethiopian, you'd be calling him something I wouldn't understand. But you still mean God. The great one. The Indians called him the white ghost, the spirit, great spirit. What else they call him? I forget. They say the gypsies were Cain's people, but no, I don't think so. I think they got cursed because they sold the nails that drove them into the cross. That's what the legend says. They were tinkers, tin makers, pot makers. Yeah. And they made the nails that drove into his hands and feet, according to the legend. My mama was a gypsy. That's probably why I got the restless blood. She married a religious guy, a Puritan. Puritan religion means set yourself apart. And they do that all right. Yeah, that COVID. I think if you isolate yourself, like Granny said, for a long, stay home. I mean, I think that's going to work. It's working for me. And boy, I put on the gloves. I bought 200 or 300 boxes of gloves, and I wear the gloves and I throw them in the trash and I get back on double glove actually. And that's the way I spray my hands with my bottle of stuff right up here in my bottle, and I take it with me, and I spray myself, around, and then hell, I even close my eyes and spray it in the face. Hell, it's mainly alcohol. And if there's anything around my mask, then I throw that paper mask away. I bought a big box of them too. In fact, I bought some cloth ones today. Where the hell are they? I put them somewhere. They're in my pants pocket. Bought 3 cloth masks for $3. $1 a piece. That wasn't bad. They're in package, sterilized, but I always wash them when I get them out of the package. Oh. Well, I hope we don't have no trolls tonight. If we do, you girls can get rid of them. I ain't no mood for messing with nobody. Thing I feel like is messing with the love of God. Here's my little. These raise my blood sugar a little because of the bread, but they don't really raise my blood sugar all that. But and I like figs. That's what they claim. They wrapped themselves in fig leaves. I think it was figs that they ate instead of an apple. Actually, read the book. The book is called Made Out of Paper, which is called A Tree. And it was forbidden that they could read the Old Testament. But they could take the New Testament freely. That's real life, by the way. I look at stuff different than a lot of people. These are good. I'm sitting here spoiling myself. I'm telling you. They're really not a fruit. They're not really that sweet. Those are the first things that was fermented. You make rum out of them, wine. They found figs in the Egyptian tombs. They found figs in graves that's 5,000 years older than the Egyptian tombs. That was 12,000 years ago. Right around the Ice Age. We've had enough rain for a day or two, I think. We'll be headed on to Tennessee now. Tennessee, Alabama, Carolinas. Headed east. All fresh figs are they're good. You can do you make fig cake out of them. Little cakes, like like a homemade fig Newton, basically. That's what a fig Newton is, cake. But they're pretty good. You really don't have to put that much sugar because they're sweet enough. Granny, you ever taste the figs, raw figs, or pull them off a tree? Great big old three prong leaves, great big leaves. That's why I think Adam and Eve covered up with them. Yeah, she's had figs. Yep. Anybody ever eat any sheep showers, or is that just a thing out here in Oklahoma? They're a little bitty one stalk, 3-leaf clover, and the stalk has to be red and a little white in it, but mainly red. And then the little 3-leaf clovers on it, and they're on single stalks. Now there is what they call a snake sheep shower. It's on a vine, and it's 4 or 5 stalks or 10 stalks on one little vine. That's not, you can't eat that. That ain't sheep showers. I know a couple places has still got them in the woods. Like I said, we was talking about prepping. There's all kinds. It tastes like vinegar pie when you make sheep showers. If you ever eat any vinegar pie. Anybody ever eat any vinegar pie? You never heard of it. Well, see, that's an Oklahoma thing. There's 26 plants I can eat here, and plus, that ain't counting the herbs. I learned all that stuff from my mother. You can't starve a gypsy to death. Probably like an American Indian. It's all about the same deal anyway. I had my DNA done. My mother lied to us all them years. She didn't want to admit she was a traveler. She said, "Oh, I'm an Indian. Cheyenne Indian of all things." Come find out that's why I named my places around here is all named Indians, and I helped name them. It's the addition. I've been out here for years. But anyway, so she didn't want to admit that she was a traveler. She could flat read them cards. Yep, she could tell you all kinds of ways of how to use black magic, I guess is what I call it. That's what her sister called it. Told her to quit using it. It was black magic. And she used to tell fortune. And you don't use them tarot cards. The first tarot cards was a deck of regular playing cards. Did you know that? That's what they are. Yep. I stayed a lot with my aunt when I finished up high school and went to college. She lived around Los Angeles, out by San Bernardino Valley, out by Brawley and Westmoreland, out there in the desert by Salton Sea. That's where we lived when I stayed with her. Then she had a place up the mountains, which was called Lower Lake, Clear Lake, around Middletown, California. I lived with her for a couple of years when I was in junior high. It seemed like I lived with her a lot. Then I lived with my grandma, little bitty woman. She spoke High German. She spoke a Puritan dialect, Amish dialect, what do you want to call it? Because there's so damn many branches of that shit. That's what she spoke. She thought electric running in the walls were just a little bit too much. Yep, she wouldn't go in a building that had electric running in the walls. And she wouldn't look at a TV because that's a devil's box. She probably was right. Poor woman. She's quite a case. She had a spring that run down from the hill. They put a pipe in there, old clay pipe. And it would run in our house. She had 2 big stone basins. It would run into one and then fill up and fall over in another one and then run on out to house. Sometimes there's snakes coming down through that damn pipe. She just throw them outside. She's pretty rough. She's pretty rugged. She crossed the Arkansas River 2 years before the run. Yep, with her and 3 kids. And one was on the breast, she kept saying. She made her homemade raft and put her wagon on it and crossed the Arkansas River by herself. Her and her oldest son was like 5. They said she had a pair of oxen to pull the wagon. She had 7 milk cows and a bull and a riding horse, the riding pony. That's what the boy drove across. She crossed that Arkansas River. Her husband died, and he was 56, 57 years old. She was 21 when he died. She never remarried again. She crossed that Arkansas River. Women, I don't know how men can do that shit today. I wouldn't want to do it myself. Hello, Rosanna. Like I said, my Aunt Belle got breast her, so she's married like 7 or 8 times. She got married when she was a young girl, and she married this old boy, and they had 22 kids. Now, believe it, 22 of them. She had 4 sets of triplets and 3 sets of twins, and the rest of them singles. But she had 22 kids. I stayed around them most of my growing up life since I left home so young. She's quite a case. Watching The Voice. I don't really watch that much TV. Yeah, she had 22 kids. And when I went to stay with her, there's only a couple of them left at home. And but she got married. Then every husband after that, the 6 after that, they never was married and they never had any kids. And she owned land from one end of California to the other. She was married to an old boy that I went to stay with in the mountains before he died. They owned a resort, ski resort up by Sonora. And of course he died, and then she moved. She went to Vallejo, California, married a guy that owned a refinery, oil refinery. He died. And then she moved to the desert down there where the lettuce and fields were, and this, that, and the other, and the beans and all that stuff, Southern California, and married that old boy that was a great big farmer. And he died. And of course, she married a preacher, and God knows who else she married. But none of them ever had any kids. It's all single men, and they all just loved her to death, and they loved her kids. You've had a bad. Oh my goodness. Well, I pray that it gets better. God to lift you up out of the depression that you're in, physical or otherwise. And amen on that one. I believe in the power of prayer. That's the only reason I'm still surviving. Since I had that stage 4 throat cancer. Pray for one another. That's what God tells us to do. Be kind and considerate. I'm just rattling about the past. That's about all I'm doing today. You should see Big Boy's up on that big old book and staring at the floor. He's looking for that pup to come back in here and drive him crazy. Let's see who we got here. Well, they got what they don't call them VCR recorders now. They call them something else. Go away, Ori. I don't want you. I didn't get a chance to read it. I don't want to if you delete it. Let me get my pup up here. Come on, Daddy. Jump. There he goes. Nah, if it wasn't for God, I don't think, well, nobody would be here in the first place, but I think mankind would have a rougher job of getting by or whatever it is with that job. I just believe that in all my heart. We're supposed to cling to Him in time of need. Nah, I don't try to be. I think everybody, if they don't want to get along, they can go on. That's my motto, Gil. Let them go. What is it? Let it go and let God have it. That's what my motto is. I'll do that live too. If I can't handle it, I said I'll let it go and let God handle it. Like it's beyond me. I bought a shirt too. Shirt was on sale. I got it for $2 at Walmart. They're clearing out them polo shirts. I should have bought more of them, but I got so much clothes anyway. I paid $25 for the jacket, but the shirt was $2. And then what else? I don't know. I bought just a bunch of odds and ends stuff. I bought some lamb, big old pork chops, the real thick ones. I don't like them thin ones. I'll tell you how I do it. I take toothpicks and I cut them in half and open it up like a clamshell. And I mix me up some stovetop stuffing and I make it sort of juicy. And I stuff that sucker in because I always put a little bit of onions, sweated onions, stick all that stuff into that, pork chop. And then I knit it together with a toothpick and then I bake it. Like I said, but a lot of people just ain't got nothing else to do, Gail. And you're right; they need to go on because I mean, nobody's in the mood for messing with that. We got problems of our own that. And if it wasn't for God, wasn't for our common sense, wasn't for our stamina, it'd be rough on us. I'm doing pretty good. I sure am. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little bit better today. Boy, yesterday, I felt bad. And I didn't realize it was Monday anyway. I don't know why. I slept all weekend, thought I'd feel better. This rain was coming in my arthritis. Oh my God. If anybody has that rheumatoid arthritis and big old swollen up joints in your finger, this hand here, along this index finger, man, it was hurting so bad I just sat there and hold it. Sometimes that's all you can do. Yeah, how you doing? I'm in. Yep. Nice. Yeah, we went back a long ways. When I came on YouTube, I was so dumb and so green. I thought everybody was your friend. I told them everything I knew about myself. I still do that. I don't care. That's the way I look at it. I don't care. It's the way you look at stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. My knees, I got knee braces I'm supposed to wear. But you wear all that apparatus, I don't think it helps you much. I got a back brace, that don't help much. You get all that crap on, you feel like Forrest Gump running with that stuff and watching it all fall off. Run, Forrest, run. He had supposed to have had polio, according to the. Yeah, I remember you and Jimmy Rants. I'll give you a bit, let you be monitor. I would have them, Jimmy. I see him every once in a while come up on something, but I hadn't seen him in years. I mean, I actually talked to him in about a year or a little over. That's for sure. Hope he's doing fine. He had Virgo. I don't know how the hell he drove a car if he had the Virgo, but that's what he had. He'd been to South Pole too. That's a horrible place. Used to be along the equator though at one time. Of course, we're sliding across the earth like an onion, being loose. Or he shut up and leave people alone. Thank you. Sometimes what you can do with a dog. Get a cat. Get a kitty kitty. Now he looked the other way, now he's mad. He don't like kitty cats. Hey, Lost on Land. How about that? Is it raining in Texas? Raining up here. We're having thunderstorms and lightning and tornadoes, high winds and hail. We get it all. We're Oklahoma. I talked to the postman today. I went down there to get my mail. He said, I thought you was leaving. And I said, well, yep. He said, want to know if I'd bought any land yet in Arizona. And I said, hell, I can't get out there to look. Can't buy. I guess I can call a real estate agent and see what the hell they got. I'd like to sort of look at it before I buy it. I want a summer place. I mean, a winter place. That's what I got, a summer place in Nevada. I want a winter place, somewhere to go hide from the tornadoes, high winds, and hailstorms, and all the other crap. Yep, Oklahoma is Tornado Alley. Well, it's above the Red River. That ain't no right. You're expecting rain after 9? Yep. Well, we're getting some of it now, but it's mainly going to Kansas and Missouri's catching hail now. They're lying. Pure hail. Big old hailstones and all that stuff. Well, they're probably catching hail too, double E. Oh, well. Mother Nature can be something else when she gets her back reared up. God said he'd shake the ground and make you pay attention to it. Yep, well, here comes the earthquakes probably next week when they start that fracking again. Biden said, are you going to stop fracking? Like I said, one day at a time. That's all I taking it. I didn't even cook anything. I gotta clean the refrigerator out again. I got beans in one, pork chops in the other, and that need to be thrown away, and wash out. I gotta sink through the dirty dishes I need to wash. Been 3 days. Of course, I only dirty up a bowl a day, so I have 3 or 4 bowls in there. Oh, I bought an antique. Remember them colored Purex bowls that had the little heavy glass lids that they're white, or usually they got painted orange or something on the outside of them. Oh, I like Lake Texoma, right there on the border. You can't beat it. It's big enough. It's got 2 or 3 places to camp. I like Lake Texoma. You live up around Dallas, don't you, Lost on Land? I used to live in, what's that? Right across there. There's Dallas, Fort Worth. I used to live in Fort Worth. Had to think. 100 years ago. I was 15 years old. I stayed there for a while. Worked for Brown and Root Construction Company. I remember well now. I don't know. I don't know if there is any free. It's a state. I love the state park because I use the showers and all the other good crap. It don't cost me. It don't cost me about $10, $12 a day because I got handicap and everything else. I'll have to look that up. How far is that away from Texas line or Lake Texoma? Oh, the state parks are sold out? Well, when I went down there, my sister was real bad off. She lived in Enos, right there by, what was the name of that? Davis, I think it was, somewhere. But she lived in Enos, Oklahoma. It's right there on the lake. And I got nieces that live down there, right on the lake of Lake Texoma. I just go out to the lake and camp. I don't like camping at all everybody's front yard. At least out there at the lake, you can you ain't bothered with a bunch of people. We pretty well got the United States covered. I think we got them from Mississippi, Texas, Oklahoma. Rosanna, were you from Mississippi? Everybody needs to get in a vehicle to get away. That's why I bought that old bus. Thinking about taking it to Nevada and just leaving it. I don't never drive it no more because the ambulance is so much easier to camp. I thought, oh, it'd be fun. Well, yeah, but you have to look for your parking. You can't even go to a small town. You have to go to a Walmart or a Target or a Lowe's just to park. That's a lot of fun. I've been just about everything. I think I've been in every state. You won't like Hawaii because the wind blows every day real bad and the rains. And they have a gale force winds that come up and all kinds of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't like Florida either because of the rain every morning. or real heavy dew or whatever you want to call it, but it looked like a rain to me. I liked Maine, but it like has a real short summer. And yeah, uh, Vermont's cold, woody. Yeah. New Hampshire about the same as Vermont. Upstate New York's pretty. Don't like New York City. Drove through that place. Don't thank you. Just kept driving. I don't do well in big cities. I just don't like them. And I'm getting to where when I go up to my land in Montello, I don't like going through Colorado because of Denver. I hate Denver. I found a way to get around pretty well most of it. Oh, you got to go to Washington and Oregon. Oh my God. Up and around the Dalles, Oregon, it's beautiful mountains. They have cherry trees, apple trees, pears. Going up into Washington, Terrace is pretty right before you go into Canada. Yeah. Washington, Oregon is beautiful. Now, if you go out on the coast, you get to see, let's see, Oregon's got that Russian fort. Or is it Washington? I can't remember, but it's one out there on the coast. Then you go up northern Washington, and they got like a little rainforest up there. It's beautiful. And it don't have really snow or anything. Portland's busy. You don't like Portland, Oregon. It's too damn busy. Salem's all right. Uh, I won't go back east anymore because I don't like the population. I mean, you can go in places where there isn't hardly no population, but you got to drive through all these massive towns to get to that little isolated spot that's just a dream. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how much down south I'm going to go anymore either. I don't like, let's see, Atlanta, big old towns like that. I don't like going to it. I don't like driving through them anymore. The damn freeways confuse me anymore, and the GPS don't tell me 2 days before you get there. Or don't say turn left and you're in the wrong lane. Oh, we're about in Washington State. You know where Pateros is and West Wenatchee, Washington is. Wenatchee, I love Wenatchee. Tennessee's pretty. I got a friend down there. Parts of it's really beautiful, but it's getting anymore where there was parts of Tennessee I didn't like. They look like hell. I don't know what you want to call it. Look like meth heaven. That's what it looked like to me. They got a bad drug problem down in Tennessee anymore. Bad drug problem. Well, hell, you got no damn jobs down there. You got 90% of the damn people on state aid. What the hell do you expect them? They're depressed as hell. And big towns like Nashville, no. That's like going to Los Angeles, Las Vegas, or any other big town. It ain't, yeah. I bypass them like 50 miles. Ooh, I can turn left here and go down this dirt road. I like this idea better. Seattle. Oh, Seattle's a busy little place too. Hush, you guys. I'm going to test it. Did you get all your business done on the computer?
Mm-hmm. I should, yeah.
All right. Usually he has me help him with the computer, but he's getting better at that computer. Deborah stays on, my daughter stays on the computer, and my oldest daughter, she'll touch her phone. She don't touch the computer. You know how them 50, about them 60-year-olds are. Me, I started on the old Cobalt system. Who remembers that? Where you slide the key card in, and the light come on for yes, and the light came on for no. That's about all you got. You had to work on your own calculations anyway. There's parts. I like Kentucky, parts of Kentucky, but it gets a little cooler weather than Tennessee does. It's a little bit north of the Mason Dixon. I like the countryside in Georgia. You want to know the truth? Some of the people down there in Georgia, I could take and leave. Of course, it's like anybody else. There's people, some of my damn neighbors I can take and leave too. Hell, they're as old as I am. You hear? You hear the old puppy? He's mad because Chris left him in the bedroom by himself. You should have turned him loose in here. I'm a babysitter. He worries about his masters. He was sitting in here while I was watching him, and when Chris left out that front door, he'd run to the front door and started hollering and wanted to go with him. I said, you do that with them chihuahuas, and they'll want to go every time you open that door. I have to tell mine no. That's all I do now is leave with my dogs. I got to fill up their water jug. They drank 5 gallons, so they drink a gallon a day. 5 days it'll be empty, so they drink about a gallon a day. Hear him? Hear my hollering. Chewy! Sorry about that, people. He's listening now. He'll be hollering in just a minute. There's parts of every state I like. And then, of course, it's just like any other state. They got seasons. Some of the seasons I don't like. I mean, I don't like when it gets down to around minus 30. I mean, I'm done. Or if it gets 115, I'm done. Did I scratch myself? Yeah, it gets that temperature, I'm done. Hear him? Little guy, that puppy can't get out. You better go help the puppy. They said, that thing coming in here. Well, to me, even your medications is a drug. But to take medicine without being monitored, I go in at least once a month to get my medicine monitored. And that's including my pain pills. And you take them in any medicine in moderation, just like anything else. Now, this is what my theory. Now, marijuana, we've had it around since the Indians smoked it in the peace pipe, but we've not done modern day analysis of the drug. You see what I'm saying? And it's 10 times stronger than it was in the wild, because we cultivate it, Dog. So therefore, I think for us now some of that Drano stuff and meth with heat in it, or horse tranquilizers and all this other crazy stuff. It gives you a euphoria in your brain, but you're dying. That's why. I mean, you're when you even die now. This is up. Oh, he's dying. He's in there dying himself. When you die, your hormones, your what the hell I can't even think of it. Your adrenaline rush, your all that what is that one that keeps you from feeling pain? Anyway, all that stuff hits your brain at one time, and you really you really don't have to feel the pain of death. That's what God said, that He tasted death for all of us, because He gave us an afterlife. You see what I'm saying? So He took the sting of death away, the taste of death away, by promising us an afterlife. I heard that, and I've had cancer. My doctor asked me once, did I want that CB oil or whatever the hell it was? I can't smoke any crap. And I said, hell no. I said, I'll just stick with my opiates and my damn codeine and my morphine. I'm fine. I haven't used morphine and codeine in forever. I'm getting good. Hear it? Oh, I said, don't let that dog hear. He's grumbling. Yeah, I'm not. My throat's been pretty good because I've not been around too many people that smoke. I've not burned any trash. To me, there's a lot worse drugs out there than marijuana. Basically, the hell, you used to be able to buy heroin right across on the damn counter, like you go buy NyQuil. I mean, hush, Ori, that puppy ain't coming in here. It's got to eat through a door first. Your dog's hollering for you.
I hear you. Get in there, boy.
I think people have to make up their own mind. And God forbid if they're addicted to anything. That's why I quit taking a lot of stuff, because I didn't want to be addicted to it. I only take one pain pill a day, and I've done 2 or 3 days without doing that, just to see if it bothered me. And it didn't bother me. The pain was worse, but other than that, I was fine. I didn't have no DDTs or nothing. I think Big Boy's addicted to food. Caffeine, I think, is bad to me too. I get this pop. It's called. It ain't got no supposed to have no caffeine either. It's like no caffeine, no carbs, no nothing. It's diet pop. I wouldn't have to keep a jug around if I didn't have dry mouth from that throat cancer. But other than that, I'm doing fine. My throat dries out. I can't talk. Baby girl's fat too, like a little piglet. They say now cigarettes, when I quit cigarettes, it didn't bother me at all. I had no withdrawals whatsoever, and that was nicotine. So somebody said caffeine. I think all the fiends are, but it didn't bother me to quit smoking. And I smoked for 30 some odd years, maybe 40 years. Yeah, that's what they've had said. I've had a few migraines in my life. I had a tumor took off above his eye and take his eyeball out and lay it on my cheek. And then they went in there and took that golf ball. Well, those it wasn't the size of a golf ball, about the size of a ping pong ball tumor out. About that, well, let's see, about that big around. And it was about the size of a ping pong ball. And then I had a big tumor, took it off my spine. I knew, like I said, they were lymphomas or just fatty tissue that was pressed. This one here gave me a headache all the time. Pressing on my brain, and they've had it ain't never came back. Either the one in my back, so I'm in good shape. Neither my throat. The only cancer I had was throat cancer. I've been watching a show called what is the name of that? Legend. I think it's a legend. Yeah, I think it's the word legend. It's about like a vampire diary or something. It's about a bunch of school, the Salvador School for vampires, werewolves, fairies, and witches. I watch the strangest shit like a little kid would watch. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm allergic to, and it's food. It's MSGs that they sprinkle on food to make it taste better, and preservatives. When something's really piled up with preservatives, I'll be sick in a couple of hours. It's so bad I have to have an EpiPen. Yeah, I got two of them. One stays in the car and one stays, well, it's in the house now because of the bad weather. And I just take it in and out. But, and then one here in this box. Yeah, that's worse on me than anything is the preservatives and MSGs. And I'll tell you who's puts bad about MSGs, and that's KFC. I can't. If I eat their gravies and biscuits, oh my God, I'm sick, and don't take me 2 hours. But I can eat the gravy from what is it, Brahms? But I damn sure can't eat the gravy from KFC. And that lemon herbs and spices, one of them's MSGs on that chicken. I'll tell you that right now. You mean a trach? Is that what you're talking about? A hole in the throat? Oh, I don't have that. I opt out for surgery versus chemo and radiation. And the only reason I survived, let me get this down here. Chemo and radiation, I weighed 478 pounds going into it. I lost 125, about 130 pounds in less than 30 days. I lost over 100 pounds. And the only reason they said, well, I said, if I can't talk, to hell, just put me in the damn grave. Hell, I'm ready to go. Anyway, so he said, well, he's got enough weight on him because anytime you go through a long time of chemo and not so much radiation, but chemo, it's a poison, and what it is, it kills you. They right before they kill you, then they start bringing you back. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to lose a massive amount of weight. Let's say you only weigh 140 pounds. Can you afford to lose 100 pounds? Hell no, you can't. So therefore, you're really up against fighting cancer, if you want to know the truth. And yes, cancer cells hide in the fat. I found that out too. Oh, choo-choo. No, they usually put a trach in here for people that can't breathe. My wife was on a trach. She was on a ventilator. I know how to run one. I had to take a class on that shit because I kept her at home. I would not leave my wife at a damn hospital or a nursing home. I just kept her at home. But I had a background of medical degree, so a little bit more training, I could deal with a ventilator. You have to clean them and all, clean the trach and pull it out and flush it and do all that shit. Blugga, blugga, blugga. But I was trained, so I kept her alive for 2.5 years. She kept having massive strokes. She was bedfast for 2.5 years. I bathed her, cleaned her, fed her through a tube, did all kinds of stuff. Don't want to live that shit in nightmare again. But like I said, you can be trained. Hell, there ain't nothing out there you can't be trained to do. I don't give a shit. Even brain surgery. Hell, if you change a damn light bulb, you can do any damn thing. It's my motto. Now, you're a trained professional on the after effects, and probably not, because that takes 10 or, let's say, 6, 8, 10 years, and I went 12. Yeah. But I couldn't figure out, I know what I wanted to be. Hell, I thought about being a zoologist. I thought about being an agronomist. I thought about doing a whole bunch of other damn things. But I fell into this biology shit. I sort of liked it. So, like I said, my doctor, he was so funny. My cancer doctor, he said, Lucky, you got more damn education than I do, and my nurses quit intimidating us. Did a few more strokes, I was dumber than all of them. And them damn strokes will wipe you out there. I had stress strokes, is what they called it. Like you'd hyperventilate or whatever from stress. I had a stroke because of stress. The hell, I didn't ever sleep. I wore my body out. It wasn't too good shape any damn way. Come on, you crazy thing. Oh. I'm going to turn off that rotation. I forget to turn it back on. Oh, hell yeah, doctors. Some doctors, hell, if the test comes back, Rosanna, that's all they're going by. If the tests come back, then they can't look in the future. That's the sad part about that shit. Like when I went to my doctor and my wife was real bad sick, she was in one of them transitional hospitals where you transition from a hospital to either go home or go to a nursing home. Where she's in the middle of that whatever. And I was having a bad day and went to the doctor because I had to. And because my annual checkup crap once a month or whatever. And he said, I think you're having a stroke. He said, I want you to go through the hallway right from his clinic was hooked on to the hospital. He wanted me to go get a room and go in the hallway. I said, I can't. My wife's, she's real bad off tonight, and I've got to get to Midwest City. And I was all Guthrie. He said, and then he said, well, I don't care what it is. I'm signing you into the hospital. I said, well, if I'm going to have to go in the hospital, I need to move my car. And I went to the car and I made a beeline. He said, I seen you driving out of the parking lot, knowing damn well you wasn't going to the other side of the hospital. He said you was headed to Midwest City. I've known him for years. And then I had a stroke right through there. But we got her in. She was going septic, and I knew it. And I got her out of the transitional hospital, which is a high-class nursing home, though, something she is, over into the main hospital. And the little Oriental doctor, he said, if you hadn't brought her in when you did, she would have died. He said, if you'd have waited another 6-7 hours, she'd have been dead. So then I went to the hospital right after that for a day or two. Put me on some different kind of blood thinners. Shoot me up with some B12. Hell, I was good to go. And I used to shoot myself up with that shit. I still get my own self diabetes shots, testosterone shots, and any other damn shot I need. I mean, it's sad that They should not give them a clean bill of health. I'm I'm a cancer patient, and I'm gonna tell you something. Being as much medical degree as I got, all you can say it's arrested at this moment, at this point in time. Never say you're cured because you're not. Once you got that cancer cell in your body, you've always got that cancer cell. I can't give blood, bone marrow, skin, graft, tissue, anything. You see what I'm saying? I can't donate my body to science because nobody wants a damn thing for medical use anyway. So therefore, you can't say somebody's is perfectly fine. You can say there's nothing that I can find at this time. That's the best. And a doctor that says any damn more than that, he's a damn liar, and he shouldn't be even have a damn medical license, or at least go back to school and learn some etiquette, how to talk to people. That's what my motto is. Because it makes you feel real bad. Like, well, the doctor said she was fine. You know. We're sorry for, like I said, Gail, or anybody else that's lost a loved one. I know what you went through. I've lost my wife. It's horrible. It's something, and I lost my parents. And I've lost siblings. It's hard. It's really, really hard. But it wasn't for the grace of God, you're standing there today and remembering them, keeping them alive in your memories. Let's put it that way. And that means something. Good evening. Yep. And it does. I mean, I've lost two kids, and it's you keep them alive in your memory. You keep your wife alive, your husband, your mother, your father, and it means a lot. you know. And you don't have to be, run out to the cemetery in 15 minutes either. What you got to do is basically, uh, do the best you can, you know, and that's about all I can do, the best I can. Yeah. I've lost so many friends, it's unreal. I moved out here years and years ago, and we lost Mrs. Goss. No, Mr. and Mrs. Goss, both of them. Lost Miss Spalding. I've lost, God, hell, I shouldn't even name people's names. Uh, I've lost Mr. Athey, that was my friend, Alan. Let's see. What's that? Oh, Body and Levels, they're gone. David Chipwood's gone. His wife's gone. Uh, Hell, I've lost about everybody on this damn side of the loop. Yeah, new ones come in, old ones go by. So you was a twin, huh? There was three sets of twins in our family. Bonnie's alive, but her twin sister's gone. The other pair of girl and boy twins are gone, and my brother's twins gone. So they've all passed away. No, there's no pain. There's no pain worse than losing a child. That's the worst pain there is, because you always think that you should go first before your children start passing away. Hell, my kids are getting up in age. I've lived a long time. The doctor says I'm gonna live past 100. He said they, of course, damn doctor. He tells you you're just fine. Damn people. He tells you just fine. You're just fine. Well, you're a little young probably for this group, that's for sure. Have you ever lost a pet? That's like losing a child, especially for little kids. Even if it's a pet goldfish, it's met its end in the bottom of a commode. So you figure out you lost a pet, it's 1,000, if not 100,000 times worse losing somebody, like your own child or your parents or whatever. I think 40 is too damn young to be losing anybody. I mean, 40-year-olds should live another 40 years at least. 40 is young. God, I was young at 40. At least I thought it was. Oh, yeah, you lose pets you're attached to. Let me tell you, I've got attached to these crazy little dogs. And something happens to them, I know I'm going to just be all tore up for a few days, if not longer. Yeah, you miss people through the holidays. You sure do. Well, see, that's pretty young too at 54. You really never used to. I was up in age when my parents died, but I'll be honest with you. As a child and a parent, when you lose your parents, it's never good. I mean, it's like you're still a kid, in their eyes, you're still a kid. And you lose that part of your life, being an orphan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you lose that part of your life. So you're an orphan after your parents go. I don't care what age you are, 21 or 81, it don't matter. And it's really hard to lose a parent. But I think losing anything, the loss of anything, I don't care what it is, your wallet or anything is a loss, I think you don't never get over it. You just hide it better. You know what I'm saying? Or I've seen people have lost their husband or their wife. And I watch a lady, God bless her, but she can't go through a hangout or a video without mentioning her dead husband. He's been gone 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And I know she loved him dearly, this, that, and the other, but I'm not going to bring people down because it brings to their memory. And we shouldn't probably even about a loss of a loved one. You know what I'm saying? Especially the holidays. Oh my God. Thanksgiving was my wife's big deal. She'd have half of it cooked already. Well, Thanksgiving's Thursday. What's the day? Tuesday? Yeah, she'd have half of it cooked. Yeah. That old turkey'd be marinated in a big tub in the bottom of the refrigerator. There you go. It's people are so jealous of one another. This is another thing. You can love more than one thing in life. Now maybe not a maid or something, because the other one's gonna be super jealous. But you can love fried chicken, and you can love playing golf. You can love different things in life. But it's a different degree of love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a different kind of love, a different degree, a different, just a difference. And pain of any kind, oh hell with that shit. Even if it's physical or mental, it's a bunch of damn pain. You like chicken wings? That's good. I'd rather have barbecue chicken legs. I want something with more meat on it. Yep, it is, Rosanna. Ooh, that ain't good at all. Maybe there's something in their age or something. I will say my family, most of them have lived a long time. They live up in the hundreds. And no, hell, well, I hate to hear this side. Well, they've lived a long life. Well, yeah. And the doctor said one time, I asked Dr. Reynolds about that. He was way up there, and he said he had cancer for years. 36 years he had prostate cancer. And I said, well, Dr. Reynolds, did my dad die of cancer? And he said, no, hell, he died of old age. How long you want him to live? Ooh, that always pissed me off. Hell, you want them to live forever. What the hell? that's my motto. I want them to live forever. I got 4 dogs to keep me company. They're looking at me right now, want to go outside, but they're going to have to wait. I'm going to shut this off about 9 or so, but they can wait 30 minutes. She can go on the poopy pad if she wants, so I got to clean them up today. Come to think of it. It's been rainy all day, wind blowing. Even when I went out to go to Walmart. Walmart's got some nice clothes on sale that came from Indonesia, Thailand, all them sweatshops. That's what happens. It all comes from them sweatshops over there. They're working them 10, 11-year-old kids to make them clothes. That came from Indonesia. Probably around the Philippines. Yeah, sweatshops. Getting that Christmas crap out. Yep, it's raining. What state you in, hon? Yep, you getting it up there, South Iowa. Yep, the rainstorms has been going all the way from Canadian border around the Great Lakes all the way down. Like I said, I don't know. Thanksgiving is going to be a TV dinner for me. I ain't cooking crap. And I can cook. That's what's so sad. My specialty was making candy. I make all kinds of candy. Coconut candy, Divinity, all kinds of candy. I got my double broiler. I got all kinds of stuff to make that candy. I like to put it all on wax paper. It's easier to get off. You probably should go over there. I mean, she probably didn't need a little company. I mean, hell, I know about the 80s are all alike. I think you should still social distance and wear your mask, and try not to cough in somebody's face. That's for damn sure. But hell, if you feel comfortable, I'd go on over there now and have a good time. That's one reason I wanted to be in Arizona. I got a bunch of friends out there, and we'd have had to get together, and we still social distance and this, that, and the other. But hell, we can talk 10 foot away, 15 foot away. Hell, you don't have to be right up in somebody's lap. Yeah, I think it would be. I'd avoid me, and I'll be honest with you. I'm not seeing my great grandkids, great greats, whatever the hell it is. I've avoided them. I'll be honest with you, and I've seen my grandkids and my kids, but I've avoided anybody under 21. I guarantee you, I have, because they don't know that they're carrying the disease. I mean, they're feeling fine. They have no symptoms whatsoever. And even the younger they are, the less they can even tell you they had a symptom. They're great potential carriers. You know what I'm saying? Now, for is that, you damn sure want to go visit grandma and grandpa and kill them. Shit, they need more than that. You know what I'm saying? And they won't say no because they haven't seen you in a while. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. They're not going to say no. Yeah, I do too. I wear my gloves and I use hand sanitizer, my spray. You know, I need to make up some more. It's hard to find. Hell, I still can't find Lysol. Like we can going down the Lysol aisle. Oh, what the hell? The company can't make it no more or what? See, there you go. And I used to go to church a lot. I got where I don't go no more because, my God, some of these people, and it's usually the elderly that goes to church. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, some people can get over the COVID. Some a lot of people can't. But and I think you need to take your vitamins. You need to stay in good health, exercise. Everything leads to better health. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep. See around little kids and getting them around school, little kids. And that's what I'm saying. I love my grandkids and great greats, but I ain't want to go around them. You know. Yeah, working in a hospital is a good place to get it too. I mean, uh, I need to call my sister back tonight. Sometimes she's called me twice. Uh, I think her son got COVID from his wife that worked in some kind of dental office or something. And I think that's what she worked. Yeah, she worked in a dental office. And we gave it him. He works construction, so he got it. And he was having a rougher time than she was. So I don't know how. Hopefully, nothing's bad. I can't take no damn bad news, especially around the damn holidays. I don't want to hear no damn bad news. I've dealt with enough of it in my life around the holidays. I'm tired of it. That's what I say. I'm tired of it. Yep. There's states too and locations in states. I think, like I said, that's why New York had such a death rate. It's because the population. They're living like rats. On high-rise buildings, getting into elevators, 6, 7, 8 of them at a time. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're in an elevator with 6 or 8 other people. How in the hell can you stay healthy? I mean, stay breathing their air. No, and a lot of people, Rosanna, is not going to be able to do Thanksgiving because of it. I can't do Thanksgiving because of it. I bought me some damn TV dinners. I'll be honest with you, and just said hell with it. I mean, I didn't feel like cooking anything. Not nothing. So when you feel that bad about, well, what the hell am I cooking for? Just go up there and drop it off? I can do that, I guess. But now I decided I ain't going to. I'm not going. My sister probably was trying to invite me for Thanksgiving. Yeah, there you go, hungry man. Turkey dinner and forget it. That's true. I mean, I mean, if you keep yourself healthy and if they get a handle on this, let's say it's been 6 months and then they lifted the quarantine and it's nobody, most people's been vaccinated, this, that, and the other, and they heard of a case in 6 months, or 3 months or whatever. Then you might want to get out and go visit some of these damn people. But if you're dead, you're sort of dead for a long time. I mean, I could do dead for a couple, 3 days, but I think I'd get tired of it pretty damn quick. So therefore, like I said, you can go back later and go visit them. That's my motto. Well, thank you. Just a bunch of old people sitting around. Well, some of them ain't young. Hell, they're 50 or 68, ain't old. But some of us are getting up there. Very few. Like I said, I wonder what people's going to do in the next 20, 30 years. This is just a prelude to another pandemic. And I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you. You know what I think's causing these pandemics? And it ain't no man-made disease or any of that crap. Or it ain't China trying to kill off the rest of the world. I think it's due to global warming, climate change, whatever the hell you want to call it. I think some of these diseases have been here since way before the dinosaurs and everything else. And I think as the snow and ice melts, it's releasing these germs and bacteria and these viruses out in the air. Being a biologist, and we're taking them in, and we have no immune system. Hell, we wasn't even on planet Earth when the dinosaurs was. It's bad in Kentucky, huh? I think Kentucky's a beautiful state. So is Tennessee, so is Mississippi, Alabama. I love the southern states. And I like some of the way northern states, It's just cold. I like to I'm going to get out of there way before October. And if we do see something, I don't know what this election stuff's going to amount to. I think that Trump's already conceded. I think he's just trying to pay off his campaign debts. That 400 million's a hell of a damn big price. But I watched him today pardon a turkey. I don't know why he held his hand out. Acting like God, I guess. I don't know. I just hand him a paper and give him a full pardon. That poor old turkey can't even breed. They're artificial inseminated. You know that? That's how bad the turkey breeds have. We've domesticated them past sexual reproduction. Yeah, they have to be artificial inseminated. That's sad. They're too heavy to get up on and breed. Let's put it that way. Sorry about your loss of your kitty cat. That's for sure. Boy, he's the only dog that's old. He's probably 12, 15, 16 years old. And the rest of them, like, between 5 and 3. Hell, I don't know how long the pups are, 3 or 4 years. I'll go back on the video and see. She's a year older, about a year older than they are. I've heard dogs live in 20, 22 years. Oh, shut up, Grouch. You're going to get euthanasia. He don't pay no attention to me. They like this great big old encyclopedia I got laying on the coffee table. They get up there and lay on it. Look out like they're king of the mountain. Well, it, it, to me, I got too many dogs. I could have been satisfied with one or none. But the point about it is there are a lot of company. And they get me up to do for them. You know, they ain't got no thumbs. So they can't go do this shit on their own. So they make me get up and do it. You know, I got to fill up their water, fill them the food. They look for me for where's my treat. I got to go outside. Okay, let me open the door. I got to pick up the poopy pads. I got to go to the store and get them food. I gotta. And it keeps me active, you know. So they're helping basically keeping me alive. I should go take them for walks. And I do when I'm camping, but I don't when I ain't. You know what the biggest downfall for pet owners? They don't give their dogs and cats their baby shots and stuff, keep them from catching the diseases like parvo and so on and so forth. It's just like a baby needs its baby shots, you know, your own children, and so does dogs and cats and other animals that you need. I don't think it'd even be hurt to give a damn hamster a damn rabies shot. You know, the point about it is a lot of pet owners. That's what I told Chris. You can get that dog to the vet. Well, they said it had its baby shots. I trust no one when it comes to something you're going to get attached to, and it could possibly die. Of course, there's no parvo; it's in the ground. Usually, when you catch parvo, it's been on a person's property. This had like hoof and mouth disease or distemper or whatever. It's been on in the ground and it's on their property, and the dog will pick up something and chew it. It could be a twig, it could be anything, but it's in the soil. Like this, what is that? What was the hoof and mouth disease? Freaking hell, I'm talking old time. What did they call it new time? What would called hoof and mouth? It was called anthrax. It's in the dirt. I'd think of it in a minute. Modern term for it is anthrax, but we called it hoof and mouth disease in our day. Cattle used to get it, and we get it off of the wild buffalo. They were immune to it. Did you know that? Hoof and mouth. They were immune to anthrax. Do you know the American mountain lion carries parvo? Yeah. And I'll tell you another one. Do you know the prairie dogs carry the old ancient plague they call the Black Death? Yeah, they carry it. The regular prairie dogs. So therefore, the diseases are still out there. We just not had how many times have you petted a mountain lion or snuggled with a prairie dog or hugged a buffalo? You know. So the human ratio to transfer to human from animal to human. Now, if this COVID-19 gets over in the animal population and mutates, and we can catch it off the animals, it'll never go away. Well, that's a good thing. My little dogs, I let them out, and you know, I like they get out and run and play in the sunshine, this, that, and the other. Even cats like to snuggle in the grass and whatever. It's just not safe on them anymore. It's hell, it ain't safe for us to go outside anymore. Shit, with all this COVID shit. And I think the government and the world could have done a better damn job. You know, even China, the one that was over there, they could have done a better damn job. They could have cured more for humanity. You know, I don't care what nationality you are, or what religion you are, what sex orientation you are. You're a human being, and I'm all up in science, and uh, every human being has the right to exist on this planet. As long as you do no harm to others, because I believe in that motto too. Harm no one or do no harm. You could have. There's all kinds of wheatgrass and stuff you can grow for your kitty cat inside and let them eat it. Bean grass, little beans. At least she's taking good care of her pet. You can tell when there's a good pet owner, you know. And I let mine get too fat. I got two of them out of four too fat because they're little. I keep food down all the time and they're a little piggish. That's good. I look for the next one to come by be a hell of a lot worse than this COVID. Do you know there was 900 million or something like that killed off half of the people in Europe? The Black Plague, the Black Death did. Half of the people died in Europe. Hundreds of thousands and up into millions of people died in Europe because of the Black Plague. And it came from, basically from China. Most, why a lot of things come from China? Because they eat every damn thing. They'll eat a cat, they'll eat a dog, they'll eat and they're importing all this weird animals to eat. They eat everything under the sun, from grasshoppers to spiders to everything. Because look how many people, there is 1 billion people in China, 1 billion. 1.5 million, I think, the last time I checked. You can Google it and get the exact figure. And same way with India. During the famines in India and in China, there's millions that died because they had. It's like New York City. Why do you think people died in such massive rows in New York City? It's because they're overpopulated. When you got as many people in one damn high-rise building that most towns ain't even got that damn many people in it, like 80, 90,000 people living in one high-rise building. It's as big as a city block, and it's as 78 stories tall. You know what I'm saying? Well, you get 100,000 people living in that damn thing. Hell, ain't 100,000 people in our damn town. I think we only got 6,000, 7,000 people living in the whole day. And that's a whole damn big old town. It's got a lot of landmass. That's what happens. Riding in elevators. You don't think they walk to the 30th, 4th floor. They ride an elevator. And they get, and everybody, they don't wait just, I'll wait for just, I'm just going to be the only one in an elevator. No, 10, 12, 15, 20 people ride, and then they have to breathe that air that's through the ventilation system. There's reasons they're dying. Let me go back over here. Yeah, it tells you even if you have people over for Thanksgiving, open some windows. Don't breathe the same air they're breathing. Yeah, I believe in that. Pray for healing. I really believe that. Hi, Irene. How you been, hon? How's Joe? Hope he's fine. I know how our backs are. We're in bad shape. There's Joyce. We're just talking about, I guess, the holidays and how irritable it is not to be able to go out and see people and this, that, and the other. I think I might even have a damn hangout on Thanksgiving. Just start it all day long or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. But there's going to be a lot of people sitting by themselves that don't need to be sitting by themselves. Hell, we can at least sit in here on a damn hangout. Oh, I'm glad how they do it. Uh, she gets out like me. She goes. I go. I just don't have good. I don't have contact with people. I stay back. I'll look down the aisle at Walmart, and there's over one person down that aisle. Hell with you, I ain't going down that damn aisle. I'll just wait till they thin out a little bit. I got a shield and a mask and gloves and spray the damn air. Hell, I'll go down to spray alcohol in the damn air. Give me shit. I've been healthy. I use this damn spray here. I got it mixed up with peroxide and alcohol. I left out the aloe vera, most of it anyway, this time. These don't last very long for my Purex bleach bottles. I got some bleach bottles, Purex, Clorox, Purex, the same damn thing. Uh, Damn, I'm old. And I usually been spraying that shit around the kitchen. I can buy Clorox wipes. I can't buy no damn Lysol wipes. Well, I didn't read that. Somebody took it off. There's a lot of things painful in this world. Talking about I'm the king of pain. Can't move my neck because of this scarring. Feel like it's ripping and tearing every time I can't even get in the car hardly. Because I hadn't bent my head down. Shit, it hurts like hell. I got to shave. It's been the second day, third day I got to shave. Looking like a damn hippie. Need another haircut too. Look at this long crap. Oh. You know, they need to come up with something that really does away with pain. Like one pill, you're done for life. No more pain. No more physical pain. And why in the hell did he give us pain anyway? I guess to let us know we're in pain. I don't know. I do know. The reason he gave us pain, he said, because if we suffered, we'd call upon him more. Yep. He said, if you call upon him regular every day, you wouldn't suffer as much. I don't know how true that is. We'll try that. I call on him every 15 minutes. I pray without ceasing, like the Bible says. Keep your mind in a state of prayer. Yep. But it is hard on especially people. My back went out about a month ago from lifting heavy, them damn generators, 250 pounds a piece. I should have had better sense. And lifting on that and tugging and all that stuff. Well, my back went out. Well, it took about 30 days for really start feeling where I could do things, even wanting to lifting things. I mean, getting out of bed was a struggle. Thank God my bed's 3 foot off the ground. That's because I put a bunch of canned goods under it. And my friend out there in Oklahoma, she's telling everybody quit telling things you got, like your food preps and all that stuff. He said she's already left her big house, went in her motor home, her and her husband. And they went out on an acreage they own way out in the middle of nowhere where they can see people coming for 300 miles. Because she thinks civil unrest is going to break out because of this election crap. I don't think people are going to do that. I think they'll just have to, whatever takes place is just going to be between that and the government. I don't think there's going to be a civil war just because who didn't get in, who did get in. Everybody supposed to take up arms, have a coup. I don't think so. You know, I voted for Santa Claus. I had to pencil him in. And he didn't win. Who in the hell wouldn't vote for Santa Claus? That's what I thought. Who in the hell wouldn't vote for Santa Claus? Irene, we just have to live with what God has given us. We don't like it. It ain't very much fun. But there's a reason we're hanging on. And I believe that. I should have went 500 times because hell, I died twice. I mean, literally died on the one was in electrocution because I was setting a big stove. Hit a high line, hit me and killed me. They brought me back. And then one time I died on the operating table once. There's a reason we're here. I mean, pain and all. There's a reason we're here. Maybe it's for our kids. I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to help our kids. I'm helping one right now. He's worse off medically than I am. His lungs are bad. He won't quit smoking. Blah blah blah. I get on him constantly. Well, he has the same attitude. Well, I'm gonna live till I die. I don't care. Well, yeah. If somebody has to deal with your loss, it'd probably be me. I end up with 5 dogs, then I'd have to take care of his damn dog. I don't worry about a damn dog. Huh? Well, like I said, there's a reason we're here. God knows it, we don't. Oh. Hell, if it ain't nothing but opening a door for somebody, that'd be a hell of an opening. You kept me alive for 50 years just so I could open this door for this old person or this other person. Who knows what God's got planned for us? I thought to myself, well, hell, you kept me alive for 50 years just to be kind and considerate to one person. But that might be his goal. Who knows? We don't know. We know we're still alive. We're still kicking. And he's made it somewhat bearable. I mean, I did get over my back hurting so bad. At least it hurts, but not like it did. I couldn't even roll over in bed. I couldn't even raise up in bed. I had to slide to the edge and fall out of bed. I need to play some. I've got some old 45s. I had a complete vinyl library. Is what I guess is what the kids have called it. We used to call it records and albums and 45s and 78s and all that other stuff. I have a bunch of them. My daughter that went to college, she took my great big bureau. I had a great big bureau. It was made for records. You just slide records in it, albums and 45s, little slots. And she took that thing and wanted a whole bunch of records. I gave her all. She took almost all the Elvis Presley's records, 45s, albums, and so on and so forth. She took a lot of my Christmas records too. But she said, "Paul, these are coming back." She was in college. She said the vinyl records are coming back. People like that scratchy noise or whatever the hell she was talking about. Anyway, she still got them. She didn't sell any of them. I said, hell, some of them probably worth money. And I went back in the 50s and 60s, even in the 70s. I bought all the way across Western, the country and Western and rock and roll and classic music. I bought plumb across the spectrum because I like all kinds of music. I like the music of rap. It's sort of like a poem screaming out there. It makes a little sense, some of it. But I wasn't really into rap too much, but that's about the only one I wasn't into. It reminded me of the beatniks in the 50s. and they quote out a poem and snap their fingers. Nobody remembers the beatniks but me. Anybody out there remember the beatniks? That was before the hippies. They was smoking doobies and all that shit too way, but they smoking marijuana way before the damn hippies ever thought about it. Back in the day when Coke was still Coke, you buy Coke and have a Coke in it. Rosanna remembers the beatniks wore black. Snap them fingers. I was way before the beatniks. I was way back there. Jitterbugging. Remember that? I know nobody remembers the jitterbug. They came out with that in the 20s. Hell, I remember it in the 30s. They don't even dance anymore. They get up there and freak out, do their own thing. We had certain steps and everything else back when we stepped. Foxtrot, the big band era. Lugosi or whatever damn name. Ben, what was that damn Ben Banderlector's name? Hell, I can't remember. That's too old. My memory gets shadowed way back in the day. Coke wasn't very high, like 10 cents a bottle. Nickel for a drink. How do you get a Coke? You go to the show, you get a popcorn. Get in there and get in popcorn and Coke for everything was a dime, 15 cents, something like that. You get to do all that stuff for 15 cents. Half the time the back doors were left wide open. Most of the kids went in through the back because they could use their money up front and buy candy. I like all kinds of music. Some people, I just like country, rock and roll. Oh, I just like, no, these artists, it's just like a painting. I like all kinds of painting. I think that screen by who the hell painted that looks like a damn kid painted it. I painted some shit the other day just to irritate a guy, and I knew he was coming. I need to make a video and show you how to really paint. But like I said, to me, I enjoy everything. Because it's sort of sad in life, I only enjoy certain things. Nowadays, Cokes are 50 cents or less. That's good. When the hell, every damn time I buy a Coke, it's $1 at the damn going in and out of a Walmart. A Coke machine is $1. So is a bottle of water. Hell, if my day, if you'd have said you was charging for water, unless you was crossing the desert, they'd think you was out of your damn mind. Charge for a bottle of water, or you out of your damn mind? I'm like you. I like music I can at least understand. That's why I don't like too much of that rap shit. I just didn't get into that rap. I listened to it and I listened. I thought it was like the Beatniks poems, but it was worse than that. Maybe I didn't understand what the hell he's talking about because I didn't understand the new modern language. Oh well. Yeah, there's even air bars, oxygen bars. Can you imagine? Go in there and sniff on some oxygen. Hell, I got a concentrate I should charge for breathing on it. Is that baby girl? She all right? Well, quit eating. She's eating that damn bone and getting choked. Dummy, you don't have to swallow the whole damn bone. I gave Chris' little dog one of them big old bones. Told him to take it in there and put it in his room, and he'll chew on that versus chewing on everything else. He got him. I said they need something to chew on. They're cutting their teeth, so that bone would be perfect. The big old cow bone. I need to buy my dogs one of them great big 2-foot ones to see what they do about that. Big boy would try to. He's a selfish one. See, usually you like the music that you was a teenager in. And I really didn't get to listen to that much music till I probably was in the late 50s, early 60s. I was like 28, 30 years old. Because, I was too busy doing other things, And actually, when we was, like I said, there, like I said, I've seen some good ass singers. Some good ass that could carry a damn note and a tone and everything else. Some damn singers nowadays, hell, I don't think they don't even have the good vocal, out there. They can't carry it. They can't carry a long note or whatever. You're 33 years old. That's a good age. God says you're grown at 33. Did you know that? Talk about the Bible here. He died when he's 33 and a third years of age. He said he was grown. That's why he went and done his father's work when he was grown. And a lot of Jewish people don't get married. Wasn't used to a long time ago. The men didn't get married till they was past 30. Well, they might marry a 14-year-old kid, but they was 30. The men was 30, around 30 years of age. Well, you had to figure out he had to get his own establishment and everything else. Yeah, you sound like me. I'm not no young spring chicken. Damn, if I was 33 years old, I'd be tearing up the damn world as long as I get to remember what I know now. I had a channel one time. There's no reason to be poor in America. And I was showing people how to start businesses, how to make money, how to, do a whole bunch of stuff. And, people didn't care. They didn't care less. It's like showed them how to start a fence company or start hell, any kind of, cleaning service at someone's home or a delivery service or changing somebody's oil. My daughter does not even have time to take her car down to the service where they service your car with oil and everything else. She usually has her secretary or somebody take her car down to get an oil change. That's how busy that kid is. She said, I'd love to just set it in a place where you change your oil for an hour. Just have an hour to just sit down and collect my thoughts and maybe 2 hours, getting there and back and an hour to sit there. She said, I don't have it. And I said, well, just think of the money, and when you do retire, you'll have plenty of money if you don't die of stress before then. Bowling Green, Kentucky. Your oldest is 51. I like about what Chris is, 50 something. 50 something. I was a grown man when he was born. Like I said, I was a grown man. My dad had children. God bless him. He'd been married twice. First wife died. Second wife was my mother. And I think the only reason he married her is to take care of his kids from his first wife. Them religious fanatics are. My dad was the seventh son. I'm the seventh son, the 13th child. So I'm the seventh son of a seventh son and the 13th child. How weird is that? No wonder he didn't like me. Thought I was devil touched. Probably was. I didn't stay with the church, so I guess it was. 17th, 1987. Jesus, I got shoes that old. I got some shoes. I got some damn clothes. In one of my damn houses I've got my what I wore to get married in. Boy, and I was 16 at the time. Chris's baby bed's in one old house we owned. Still sitting there. And all his baby clothes. When I moved out of a house, it's like this son of a bitch is getting full. I'm a hoarder, and I always have been. But this one here never was hoarded up till Kathy died. Then I started my hoarding ways again. I don't like trash. It's all labeled and boxed up and whatever. Hanging up on a clothesline. I mean, on the closet in bags, in clothes bags, zip ups. Yeah. Like I said, I have no idea about myself. Your mom was 32, and my dad was 19 when I was born, and my mother was 32. Ooh, usually it's the other way around. My dad was 60 what when I was born? 60 something, I know damn well. He was 68 or 69 when my little sister was born. He's 62 or 3 when I was born, something like that. She's 5 years younger than I am. My mother wasn't that old. Like I said, he was 27 when he married her, and she is 14. That I do know. Yep. My dad lived to 99, I think, or something like that. 98 or 99, I can't remember. I ain't too damn good at dates. I have to think anymore. That's what a stroke does to your ass. Fuses your brain together. Them electrodes don't work too damn good anymore. You get lost connection, has to jump across. Like I said, one of these damn days, I'll get too tired and too old for YouTube. That's for sure. She's choking on that bone again. Quit chewing on it, dummy. Well, my Thanksgiving dinner is going to be a TV dinner, I believe. I might have just some eggs. I think I'll get up tonight and eat me some strawberries. I got some strawberries I need to eat, or they go bad. I just put a little sugar on them. I got to fill up the dog water. They're about out of it. Big boy's drinking the last of it right now as we speak. I want to monetize. I just want to make my $5 a month. I probably pick up cans or sell bottles back. But they say they advertise your channel better. But they ain't no way in hell I'd go into all that other shit that you do. Some of these people, they constantly have to travel just to make their channel and do it. They sit there 6-7 hours and edit. That bull, I'm not, hell, well, I might have burped on it. I got to take that out. Or I might have said a word that might offend somebody. I got to take that out. They ain't no way in hell I'm gonna edit 6, 7, 8 hours a day. This is not Warner Brothers. The channel's over there if you want to watch Warner Brothers. Yeah, and I ain't no damn Rock Hudson either. Or Brad Pitt, maybe it's the one they got now. I don't know who the hell they got now. 14 years old. Uh, no, I'm not going to do all that much work. That's just ridiculous. You know, I've seen people, some of these YouTube channels. Well, we make 3,000 a month. Yeah, but hell, if I was going to do that, I'd go get me a regular damn job. You know, you're. I mean, they hug a tree for $10. You know, come on. Are you going to demoralize yourself like that? Shit. You know, they don't care. You know, to me, I like a good motel room, but if they do this COVID, they ain't none. I like go camping, then I want to be away from somebody. I use state parks because they got a bathroom, and I use my spray. I spray the air and spray the toilet, and spray every damn thing, wipe it all down. I even spray the sink. Hell, if I have to wash my face. She's almost human. Some of these animals are human, so I think they are. Some of them they know how to train us and make them get up and do for them. Pretty damn good, I think. Hello, Cindy. Oh, I love blueberry cobbler. Yeah, peach cobbler, it's all right, but I like blueberry cobbler better than peach cobbler. I like apricot cobbler better than peach cobbler. It's got more of a tang. I like apricots. Hell, nowadays, if you buy any of that damn fruit like peaches or apricots, hell, they pick them green, and they still taste damn green. They don't let them get ripe on the vine. Hello, my world in OKC. I need to do something when he's down. I need to start back crafting. I haven't done anything. And people say, well, you can catch up on what you need to do during this COVID. Hell, it's been 9 months and I still ain't straightened up this house. It's no shit there. I ain't done much art either, and I ain't done no crafting hardly. I like apricots. So I like blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. Actually, a strawberry is not a true berry, but that's a side for it. Yeah, I've been watching your channel. You haven't done a whole lot. I don't think anybody's in the mood. I mean, you know, they got this COVID crap going around that's depressing everybody. I seen that the playing card deal. I thought about doing some of that, and I thought, I probably should. That would get me out of a slump. I need to get out of this slump. That's why I was going to run away to Arizona. I heard the weather's good out there, 67-degree weather days. I could do that without no rain. Oh, I got a friend called the Desert Rat. The Desert Rat. I watch him all the time. And then there's a guy, Arizona homesteader. I watch him too. I'd like to get my mojo going again too. I don't know what it is. Well, I hurt my back. Well, that was stupidity. The power went out for, I don't know, 10, 11 days, whatever. I had to get that all straightened out. I don't do well under pressure anymore. I just get too frustrated. I need to get a haircut. Look at this. Yeah, after COVID, they're going to have to figure out something. I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of them ain't going to take that shot for 6 months. To one guy said, "I'm going to wait 10 years before I take it." I don't think it's going to go over too good. Maybe they'll make it mandatory, like the polio vaccine back in the day. They make it mandatory. You got to take the shot. Thank God we don't live in a communist country. I don't think I want that shot. I think I'll just avoid people. How many people on here is going to take that shot if it's offered this year? Well, next year, 2021. In the first 3 months it's offered, are you going to take it? That's be my question. That's what they need to put some advertisement out there. Of course, they have no statistics. Yeah, they'll give us cancer. You lied. I don't like I said. People are not going to take it. I mean, they got 3 different vaccines in America, or that's out there. Then they got 4 or 5 of them in Europe or whatever. But there's 3 of them. Well, they say all of them keeps you from getting COVID. Some of them, whatever. Blah. Yeah, but how safe are they? I mean, if you ain't done the statistics in the long term, that's like marijuana. Well, I don't know how safe that shit is either. You know, especially anything smoky would make you. We ain't no chimneys. We can't build a fire in our lungs. See, there's another one ain't going to. A lot of people ain't going to take it. They ain't going to take that shot. I ain't giving up my guns either. Ain't lying. I don't know anything about that shot. A friend of mine, she went and locked up her big house and moved out in the country with her RV because she thinks it's crap's going to hit the fan when the fight for the White House starts in January. She might be right. I take a flu shot every year, but it's been well documented. I take a pneumonia shot. I just got through taking one. And my doctor sent me to Walmart to take the damn flu shot no, not the flu shot. I took it at his clinic. But the ammonia shot, I had to take it at the damn pharmacy because it had to be chilled under a certain degree temperature, blah, 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 like this other shit. So I guess Wally World is going to be giving the shots out. I don't know how the hell they're going to keep it 78, minus 78, but they'll figure it out. I always take a flu shot every year, but it's been out, what, 30 years, 40 years? How long has this flu shot been out? It's been out. I mean, of course, they get a different version of it, but it's been established that it ain't going to kill you. It gives some people the flu. You know that? Yeah. They always ask you, are you allergic to eggs or whatever, because that's the catalyst for the vaccine. In other words, they squirt it into an egg and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I mean, if you're allergic to eggs, then you can't take it. So therefore, I take a flu shot. I ain't never had the flu in 30, 40 years. So it might work. But I don't know about this vaccine crap. I think it was rushed. Too much rushing on it. Hurry, hurry, hurry. You know how hurry, hurry, hurry gets you in trouble. I ain't going to use none of that damn marijuana oil either. My doctor said, well, that helped you for your back. I said, well, hell yeah, you'd be so damn stoned out, you won't know where the head you're coming and going. I don't need that in my life. I got a little brains I got left. Yes, I did. I mean, I had trees. I still got trees down and brush piled out at the road, and it was everywhere. My neighbor next door, her weatherhead got pulled out of her house. Mine didn't because I kept cutting the limbs off that lay down on it. I just kept cutting them off. I had to be a little electric chainsaw on an extension pole, and I just chopped the snot out of it. Me and Chris both. Yeah, I lost a lot of trees. I had a bunch of Bradford pears, and they just couldn't take it because they was fully leafed. Yep, they was miserable. The only one that pretty well made it pretty good was my silver leaf maples didn't make it. Neither does that ash tree that didn't make it. Or my cottonwood didn't do too good. But I'll tell you what did make it, and that was my old male mulberry. That sucker was tough. It bowed and twisted, but never lost a limb. Didn't even lose a twig off that sucker. Yeah, we've been hiring a guy. Has been working for $30 an hour on cleaning up the yard. $30 an hour. Don't take very many hours to be. Wish the hell he would hurry and get done. $30 an hour. Of course, that's hauling it off and everything. You know what I'm saying? Cutting it up, hauling it off. And all. Instead of quoting me a job, I'd rather have him, because some stuff, and he misses a few days, comes back for a few days, so it's not all at one time. We've been paying him $30 an hour. That's using his saw, his equipment, his truck, his trailer to haul it off, everything. So that's not bad. To me, that ain't bad. In some circles, that'd be pretty bad. So that ain't really too bad. Could be a lot worse. But we had so many trees down. It was unreal. Hey, if I'd have been healthier, my back was out during all that time, so I couldn't do nothing, and I needed it done. I mean, you need it done, you need it done. Chris wasn't feeling good, so I said, hey, that guy's offering, I'm taking him up on it. That's the way I looked at it. Well, I thought that was pretty reasonable. I mean, because you take a piece of equipment, you can't you can't even rent a trailer for less than so much a day or whatever, and $30 an hour for a saw, and there was three of them. There was three people, so that's $10 an hour if you get to figuring it. Yeah, there was him and his wife, but she done all the raking in the twig gathering, and the two men. So that was pretty. Three people. We had a trailer and a truck, and a chainsaw, pruning shears, whatever else they had. That's what I'm getting at. No, it wasn't bad. I figured that wasn't bad. But I got my yard halfway done, so there you go. I've got a lot of it stacked up out by the road, and a lot of it stacked over in the garden. I don't garden anymore anyway, so I don't care. I should be making some more cooked meals and putting them up. I should show you how to make cinnamon roll pancakes. Yeah, such a thing. It tastes like cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon, brown sugar, and pancake mix. Pretty easy. I don't make any damn thing from scratch anymore. Not when they sell a box mix already. they use a better flour because they use the eye of the flour, which is a soft meal flour, real fine powder dust flour. But if you buy, unless you buy a baking flour in your store, you end up getting a heavy, coarse flour like to make bread. Like a lot of your flours are bread flours, are not cake flours. Does that tell you anything? I made the kids some bread pudding for Christmas one time. Oh, they had some, and I made them in cupcake tins, little cupcake tins. So everybody got their own little individual bread pudding. And oh, they just loved it. They thought it was cinnamon rolls. No, it was bread pudding. I've been saving some bread up there. It's called rye and wheat bread up in the freezer. I bought it about a month or 2 months ago because they had a sale on it. I paid like 50 cents a loaf for it, and I knew what I was going to do with it. I'm going to make cinnamon roll and make some bread pudding out of it. I haven't painted it. I did a deal the other day on a hangout to pester this troll that was bothering me. Anyway, and I knew what I was going to do. I was going to irritate the hell out of him, so I did it on purpose. I should have done that, but I should have just ignored him. Who cares anymore? But I haven't done anything. I mean, this. I thought this, it'd be easier to do things when, I was isolated at home because of the COVID. Then I got messed up in that election crap. And then, my sister, she worked on the election board in her little town. And I went over there and visited her, leading up to her time down there at the election board, and then I had to spend time after. And I said, Bonnie, as old as we are, we shouldn't even be involved in this stuff. We shouldn't let the young people handle it. I mean, it's going to be their world. Let them have it, And like I said, Oklahoma was pretty one way. But like I said, due to the other populations and this, that, and the other in so many states, that Biden got it, But at least I'm going to tell you one thing. This election, more people turned out to vote than they ever have in history. How about that? That's something Americans should be proud of. On both sides, Democrats and Republicans, not so much as independents, but America should be proud that more people turned out for this election than ever turned out in history. That tells you something, that the American people do care. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, I don't vote. Well, okay, you don't. But the ones that do, they care. They care about their neighborhood, their politics, the way the country's heading, and this, that, and the other. They care. And that's what I was proud of. I really was. I was proud that a lot of people had such, what I didn't like, they had such diverse opinions, which made a conflict. I didn't like that too much. Yeah, a lot of dead people turned out. I'm proud of them. They got up out of the grave. Damn, that was more energetic than I was. If I was dead, I said, you leave my ass alone. I ain't voting for nobody. But, all that'll work out eventually. Good Lord willing. But I am proud that people turned up to vote, And there has been such a high conflict on this election, which probably should never be, But I don't like the such wide diversity. You know, I mean, our Constitution should keep us more in line on a one-way path. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the government works for us. We don't work for the government. Another, we have the right to bear arms. Whatever's in that Constitution. You know what I'm saying? And the amendments is what we've changed over the period of time. You know, and maybe some of the amendments needed to be changed back. I don't know, but our original Constitution should be upheld. I really think so. We're not a communist country. We're not a socialist country like Canada and the UK and England and all that other shit. We're not socialists. We're not communists. We're not, what is the other one? We're supposed to be a people's republic like China, but I don't even see how that worked. Yeah. Reliable. I think people, like this COVID, we're getting tired of this damn government shit. And I don't think, even if Biden gets in there, I don't believe he can change a lot of damn things. He's wanting to return everything that Trump, did, or reverse everything Trump did. I don't think he can get that done. But oh well. I think he's going to be another Obama, in my opinion. And that's what I think. I mean, how much Obama didn't do a hell of a lot, really. He basically run it like he was told to run it, in my opinion. Other than Obamacare, to me, I think we should have free medical, and then insurance on top of it if you want extra. I think put everybody on Medicare. Yeah, pay 80%, and they can pay the 20%. You see what I'm saying? Because some things, I don't believe my eyeball burns, really burns. Ow. I don't believe that you need to keep I believe we need socialized medicine. I believe that. I think we pay enough damn taxes that our medicine should be pretty well free. And our health care should be the same. Now, if you want a tummy tuck or an eye lift or whatever, that all should be extra. But if you're fighting a disease or whatever, and I think there should be regulations on it. They ain't no sense to give me a damn heart and lung transplant. Hell, I'm a prior cancer patient. We waste your lungs and your heart. Give it on me. Give it to somebody 25 years old. I didn't cry. I mean, I took it as it was. I mean, I've seen a lot of presidents come, and I've seen a lot of presidents go. I've seen good ones, bad ones, and some who the hell knows what they was up to. I believe that when Biden gets in there, and he's getting in there, hell comes high water, he's getting in there. I think that he's going to be just basically what Obama did and thrive for. He can't take our guns away from us, like a lot of people say. I don't think that he could reverse people's attitudes towards not trusting the government. I mean, who in the hell does? Yeah, I mean, I believe that people have the right for free medical, like the UK does. There's only 2 countries in the world, us and a damn island somewhere out in the damn Pacific, that has the capitalist type medical. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the governments pay for their citizens to be taken care of. Even China does it, for God's sake. Even Egypt does it. Indonesia does it. The Philippines, Pakistan, for God's sakes. Iran, Iraq. I mean, they all take care of their citizens. Why the hell can't we do it? That's what I'm saying. We're supposed to be the biggest and best country of the world, and we can't even take care of our people's medical needs. That's pretty damn sad. We can pack shit up and take it to foreign countries along with our doctors and nurses, and we can't even we don't even have free clinics here for the people to get in to get tooth care, eye care, and health care. Really? You're really talking something, America. We are really proud of your health care. And I don't have to worry. But I'm saying common people. I mean, I worked for the government for years, military, Medicare, private insurance. I got it all. But there's some damn people that ain't got crap. Even if they're self-employed, they ain't got crap. I mean, I used to be self-employed 100 years ago. They charged you for everything. You had to pay unemployment tax for who? Myself? And I wasn't eligible. It's people I hired. Well, I didn't hire people. Then when I did hire people, then I got to pay their taxes. I got to do all this other stuff. Self-employment is, they really don't want you to be self-employed. Is what I figured it out. The government don't want you to. They can't get big masses of money off of it. So then they try to tax you to death. I don't know what self-employment is. Hear me rant. Yeah, we can't even take care of our homeless, for God's sakes. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's 20%. There's 20% of homeless do not want to be anything but homeless. Because I've been homeless. Do you know that they have no stress level? Their needs are really low. You know, all they got to worry about is I got to get me something to eat. You know, they don't have to worry about a mortgage. They don't have to worry about a car payment, insurance, paying taxes. They don't have to worry about any of that stuff that the common man has to worry about. So therefore, it's hard to become homeless, but it's harder to become unhomeless. Because I'm telling you, it's just these rattling dishes in there. It's just, what are you going to offer them? I mean, they got just about whatever they can get. They can go to food banks, Jesus House, homeless centers. I mean, they give them tents, pillowcases, whatever, and there's only like 5 or 6% that's drug addicts. There's only about maybe 6 or 7, 10% that's mentally off. You know, mentally handicapped. Let's put it that way. Most of them, like I said, now that there is people that wants to get back in the swing of things, and guess what made them homeless? This damn COVID. The economy crashed. They closed all the damn jobs. They lost their house. They lost their car. They're out on the damn street. This month, there's supposed to be more evictions in the United States than ever been in history. Evictions. Because the landlord don't want them in their apartment anymore because they ain't paid them the mortgage in 3 or 4 months. I mean, the rent in 3 or 4 months. They're coming to get them cars that they've been driving because they ain't paid it since COVID hit. They're worried about eating. Let me read something here. I owned, I owned 3 or 4 businesses, and then I worked for the government too on top of that. Yeah, you're always hustling, trying to make that dollar, this, that, and the other, and you got so much come. You pay 33 and 30 something percent. I'm thinking 33%. That number keep popping in my head, but you pay over 30% taxes on every dollar you make if you're self-employed, plus the other taxes on top of it. Do you realize that? You are taxed on top of being taxed because you're self-employed. I don't know exactly what the number is, but I'm going to say 30 something percent on top. You got to pay your employees Social Security tax. You got to pay their unemployment tax. You got to pay their workman's comp tax. I mean, I could go on and on and on. And if you try not to work with some of these things, you got to be self-insured. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. And like I said, well, hell with it. After I got a certain age, I said, shit, I'm selling these damn businesses and I'm just going to work for the other man. And I did. Yeah, they are. Yeah, there you go, 37%. I knew it was something up there in that number. I just walked and backed out. I owned a painting company. I had 7 trucks and 21 men that worked for me year round. I had a fence building company, people that built fence. I had a house cleaning that cleaned office buildings, a cleaning service, even house cleaning service. What else did I have? Hell, I had 4 or 5 things. Let's see, painting, cleaning service. Uh, I had 5 different. I had paper hangers, sheetrock and drywall men. I had everything. I was general contractor is what I was. You had to get a general contract license on top of that crap, and insurance, and all this other shit. I don't do crap anymore. I'm old. I'm done. That's what your husband is, self general contractor. It's a lot of damn work. Now you got to go to school and learn that shit. You got to know what permits to get. Oh, it's just a big damn job. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that crap no more. I'm just old and sits in the house and does my own thing. I need to live another 100 years to world pay back what all I lost. I used to have rent houses too. Oh yes, I was a big old landlord at one time. Then I had lost more money being a landlord than I ever lost in any business. All that is a money pit. Especially if you want to keep the houses in good shape and this, that, and the other, you know. I mean, I guess it could have been a slumlord, but I didn't want to be that, you know. Then I decided it was houses that I'd bought and lived in my lifetime. And then my wife inherited 7 houses from her dad. It was rent houses. I got mad one time and sold all the houses except the ones I lived in, and I wouldn't sell them. I said, hell no, I always could downsize and move back. And then I bought a bunch of just bare land. I wanted to go out there and sit in the middle of bare land and said, don't bother me. That's why I wanted to go to Arizona. I was thinking about buying a piece of property out there. Yeah, out there in Arizona for a winter place. I've got a summer place up in the high Sierras. And then Oklahoma in the spring and the fall. You can't beat Oklahoma for the spring. It rains and storms every day, but it's pretty. And then the fall, if we had longer falls, it'd be all right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I sent Christmas cards in years. I need to make a bunch of them, though. I got plenty of crap to make it out of. Plenty of card stock, that's for sure. No, I'm going to tell you, Tammy, it's the working man just can't make it anymore. I think they want us all to be pinned on the government or something. Something's going wrong here. It used to be the working man. I mean, if you worked, there's always a job out there, you know. And and employers were good to you because they wanted to keep good workers. You know what I'm saying? Now that made their company look good and strong. But like I'm saying, I mean, people don't want to work anymore. There's the American dream fell out. The bottom fell out of it. You know, a white picket fence, 2.5 kids, working on a job for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? That your daddy's worked on for 30 years. You know, one company job moved in, passed down to generation after generation. I worked at the mill, they worked at the mill, and my son will work at the mill, blah, blah, blah. That damn dream is gone. I mean, it is flat ass gone. Companies don't want you to work for them over 10 years. And I'm going to explain why. Well, I'm getting a rant tonight. Yeah, they're going to stand in the food line like depression days. But I'm going to tell you why. Because you get older employees, their health ain't that good. They're making a high dollar wage because they've been with the company 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 years. You're not paying them, the low start off wages. You're paying them the high end wages. I'm not saying they ain't keeping a few of them, but they're trying to let all these lifetime employees gone. Okay, a lifetime pension anymore is 5 years on a job. The government has made it where you don't get a lifetime pension after you quit. They quit that in the 70s, I think. Anyway, the longest employees got to pay it for a pension plan is 5 years. That's it. That's all you get. 5 years. That'll get you over from 55 to 65 on Social Security. So you see what I'm saying? 5, 10 years in there. That's all they got to pay you. And that's what happens. Yep. Well, the Depression wasn't all that damn great either. The people lived on the farm made it really fine. The people lived in the city didn't make it too damn good because they didn't have no growing power. That's another thing I learned over the years. I can take, let's say, half acre, or let's say your front yard, your backyard, and I can grow enough food to feed everybody that's on my block, on my damn block. Yeah. I can grow a ton of sweet potatoes in the 4x4 by 8 foot tall bin. Yeah, a ton, 2,000 pounds. And that's just one vegetable I've learned to grow. There's a whole bunch of them I learned to grow in small areas. I can raise probably 3,000 pounds of meat in a 12x12 pen. 3,000 pounds of meat. Yeah, in a 12x12 pen. Yeah. Of course, it'd be rabbit meat, but okay. You see what I'm saying? I learned how to grow stuff, how to raise animals. I mean, there's a lot of things you can raise that you can use you can raise pigeons. Yeah, eat swab. And they'll forage. A pigeon will forage. You feed a little bit to come back every day, but they'll go out and forage all day long in the wheat fields and the corn fields. But they'll come back at night to roost. And you feed them a little bit, this, that, and the other, because they don't need much. And there's things you can do, but America is too used to the old ways. Well, mom and pop farms is what I'm getting at. Well, them days are gone. They're all corporate farming. Good night, everyone. Talk to you later, honey. But like I said, it's sad right now what we're having to go through, but I think it'll make us stronger. I'm a good Lord willing. I've got to get up here too. It's 10 o'clock and I want to catch that 10 o'clock news. You guys have a great one. I'm going to go too. And like I said, don't get me to ranting because I got plenty of rants. I'm living long enough. And people are worried more about what their damn neighbor's doing than what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to the store today. I will say this guy had a whole damn basket full of toilet paper. And I said, really? I said, did you buy enough of that shit the first go around in the Cobra that you got to buy it up again? I said, look, if it gets that bad, I'm going to go to the filling station on the corner. Or go to the damn grocery store or go to Walmart. Go in, there's got toilet paper in there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're just going to find out. Like I said, be careful of what you let out there in public, though. That would be my best bet on anything. If you got extra food, keep it secret. You got extra guns and ammunition, keep it a secret. You got extra. Either that or these damn people going to be knocking on your damn door because they ain't got nothing. When a third of the Americans that are living in rent houses and this, that, and other that ain't got jobs are going to be homeless, they're going to be knocking on your damn door or stealing your damn, things in your damn yard and selling it at the hawk shops. And right now, be time to buy a hawk shop or start one up. You get all kinds of goodies. I follow on 7 or 8 of them. Yep, I've got 3 sources of water. I got rural water, which is city water. I got a well, and I got a big lake that sits out here in the back of my house. It comes right up to my porch. I can dip the water out of it and flush my toilet because it goes in a septic tank. So I'm good. And it's fed by a spring, so that's going to have plenty of water. Water, I got plenty of. And hell, then I got rainwater. I got a ton of that crap coming down every day. But I think a lot of it is people are they're not secure anymore. I mean, we used to be secure. Yeah, I go to work, I got a job, I hate the damn place, blah, blah, blah. But it's paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that anymore. They can't say they hate their damn job. They'll take any damn job right now. Shit. Good night, everybody. I got to go. And I'm talking, and I'm missing my evening news. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, and thank one another when you can. At least lift them up in prayer. That's all we can do. We can lift them up in prayer.